It is the international test of Keir Starmer's leadership so far. How can the UK help bring about peace in a country ravaged by war for the past 3 years? A staunch ally that has already committed $16 billion in military and non-military support. But more, said the Prime Minister, was necessary.
I think there's a bigger piece here as well, which is that this isn't just about the front line in Ukraine, it's the front line of Europe and of the United Kingdom. It's about our national security, and I think that we need to do more, we need to step up.
And stepping up is what Starmer is asking Europe to do. With diverging opinions on military spending, security needs are clashing with opposition on how that funding is to be met. With the UK outside of the European Union, Starmer may hope that it can act as a bridge between the bloc and the Trump administration. While the EU is continuing its bitter row with the US over tariffs, the UK is struggling to maintain the often touted special relationship with its transatlantic ally to a merely functional one. What the US wants is for Europe to spend more on defence, prompting the UK's Prime Minister to publicly pledge further commitment in a newspaper article urging more effort be made from European allies. In it, Starmer wrote of a once-in-a-generation moment for the collective security for Europe, not just for Ukraine. He also urged European nations to increase defence spending and even said he would be willing to see British troops on the ground if necessary. This is the first time since the Russian invasion that a British Prime Minister has considered putting British boots on Ukrainian soil. And there is much at stake. With Europe effectively sidelined from the peace talks, there is a need to ensure security at its borders and to ensure that NATO remains an effective force. Delivering that remains the challenge.
The UK is one of the staunchest supporters of Ukraine, often presents its military capabilities as among the most capable in Europe. This is the moment that that claim is questioned. So the UK has got to step up and present something pretty substantial in terms of what will probably take shape as a multinational, European-led stabilisation force.
Starmer is set to travel to Washington next week to present a coordinated European position on the Ukrainian peace talks. It will need to provide assurances over Europe's capability to deliver on those obligations. In the Trump era, Europe may now be less of a concern for the US. The quest for security remains a matter of importance for all who live there. Sonia Gallego, Al Jazeera, London.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.